Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. We have agreed to help Arquid. It's safe to say our real relationship starts now. I mean, it's not like one of love, but it's now finally like a true mutual relationship, you know? And that's pretty cool, right? By the time Arquid finally releases me from our handshake, it's almost 9. My head hurts thinking about what will happen once I get home, but that won't be for a while. I've decided to lend my support. We've got a vampire hunt to plan.
それで、これからどうするんだ? やっぱり街を歩いて死者を探すのか?
Well, that's easy when everyone has cell phones.
そうね。この街にいる死者を全滅させれば、親元の吸血鬼は出てこざるを得なくなるでしょうし。
It's like an action game. Like you kill the little mooks and then on the next wave the boss appears. I get it.
今はそれぐらいしか手はないけど。
Is that okay with you? Her eyes asked.
いいも何も、俺はアルクエイドに付き合うだけだ。餅は餅やって言うし、専門家に従うよ。
I do. Okay, so it is something that I haven't pointed out yet because I wanted to see did I misremember or something? No. So that necklace is new. That is a new character, character design item. And I don't know if it has any significance or if it's just there to bring the whole ensemble together. Now, the interesting thing is we actually see, despite it mostly reusing the design from the OG Tsukihime, Fate Extra Record does have Arquid in it. And she does have the necklace, which is really interesting. The other interesting thing to think about is, will it be her old voice actress back? Or will they get the new one? Something to think about. And just as I say it, Arquid looks at me with a wide grin on her face.
なんだよ。おかしなこと言ったか?
シキ、やけに素直だなって。
I mean, Puppy is kind of his overall spirit animal. I think we've kind of associated with him. Maybe I should start acting a little tougher. Yeah, like a Rottweiler. I have a feeling she'll be asking crazy stuff of me if I don't draw the line somewhere.
行くぞ。街を回ればいいんだろ。さっきの降下線下とか、もう一度調べてみるか。
あの区域はもういいわ。死者は互いに食い合わないよう。犠牲者の数を一区間に集中させないよう、それぞれ活動ルートを定めているの。
They kind of work like janitors in Roller Coaster Tycoon, and Arquid's like, sure.
一晩に食事をさせる死者の数は決まっている。今夜はさっきので打ち止めだと思うけど、せっかく四季がいるんだし、もうちょっと探索してみましょうか。
You just wanna walk with me.
互いに食い合わないようにか。本格的に統率されてるんだな。もっと無差別なものかと思った。
親元の吸血鬼にしてみれば、血液の採集は娯楽じゃなくて生存するための必要作業、仕事だもの。ルーチンワークを良しとするのよ。
貴重な労働力ってわけか。でもそれだと向こうも手を打ってこないか。
These are just vampire salarymen. Oh my god.
アルクエイドが数を減らしているんだから、ここから先は増員させるか、あるいは死者を引っ込めて姿を隠すとか。
基本的には出し渋る方でしょうね。けど吸血鬼である以上、どうしても他者から血や精を搾取しないと生存していられない。親元は私に狙われていると分かっていても、最低限の食料を得るために死者を出すしかないってわけ。
I get it. Arquid wants to starve them out. Oh my god, we get more charts. It would be nearly impossible to find our target just by looking, so we'll have to flush them into the open. We'll cut off all their other options and give them no choice but to go out and hunt for themselves. Once they make their move, Arquid will be able to sense them, and that's when the real hunt begins. We're going to stop this at the source, just like with Vlov.
状況は分かった。とにかく夜になったら街を歩き回ってまだ活動している死者を見つければいいんだな。
ええ。それでシキ、あなたにはメガネを外してついてきてほしいんだけど、いい？
メガネを外してって、なんで？
その方が確実だから。私は人間と人間じゃないものの気配を感じ取れる。あなたは聖者と死者の違いが視覚情報として読み取れる。索敵方法は大いに越したことはないでしょ。
So that's interesting, right? She can sense the presence between humans and non-humans, while he can see the difference between the living and the dead. So that means that, because do the dead count as non-human? Because what if they run into like, someone who practices magecraft in a way that supplements their body or something, right? Something crazy, but that's not what they're looking for. What counts for what? I'm just curious. Arkwood's explanation makes sense. Plus, I'm the one who agreed to help, so there's no reason for me to decline. I just don't know if I'm comfortable with this. What with the fact that it seems like over time taking my glasses off gives me a brain aneurysm.
あなたの体に大きく負担をかけることになるでしょうね。
Mm-hmm.
でも、いい機会だからもう一度だけ確認したいの。
Oh, you want to see how far I go till my cortex pops?
シキが大丈夫だと判断するのなら、メガネを外してついてきて。
She wants me to walk around town without my glasses, huh? In the 7 years since I got these glasses, I've never once tried to do that before. Looking at inanimate objects is enough to give me a headache, so it's not hard to imagine what strolling through town with eyes exposed would do to me. But even so, it's okay. One little headache won't kill me. We'll pop some Tylenol T3s, and we'll be fine. Besides, a headache is nothing compared to what Arkwood has to deal with right now.
いいよ。メガネを外してついていく。それで型がつくって言うんなら安いもんだ。
Oh, she looks...
そう。なら行きましょう。
She looks like she doesn't want to do this, but knows that it's the best way. The little touches, right? I take a deep breath, remove my glasses, and set off into town. Whoa, it's blurry. Which makes sense, it'd be blurry if you take off your glasses. Arkwood and I walk side by side through the crowds. It's the first time since I was hospitalized that I've walked around like this with the lines in full view. I don't feel any dizziness as of yet. Simply seeing them doesn't give me too much of a headache. But while I can look at the thin lines on the buildings just fine, every glimpse of the lines tracing the people we pass makes me feel sick. Disgust surges within me. It's not the sight of their line-covered bodies that makes me feel this way. It's the unwelcome knowledge that humans can die so easily that forces bile up my throat. Ooh, this is a chill beat. Ooh, I like it. We continue our search. Arkwood takes each step confidently, never saying a word. We spend around 2 hours checking prominent places close to the station. But in the end, we don't find anyone resembling that clump of lines from earlier. So, am I going to go back to my house at, midnight, or... I feel like Akiha's not going to be happy about that. But at the same time, it might just be what she has to deal with.
メガネをかけていいわ。やっぱり、もう今夜の死者はいないみたい。
Put on my glasses. My vision returns to normal. I breathe a sigh of long-awaited relief. I just want a nice, clean shot of this super cool park, thank you.
そんな簡単に見切りをつけていいのか？まだ1回しか街を見回ってないけど。
一度見回れば十分よ。気配っていうのはね、多少はその場所に残留するものなの。
They leave
でも
their
街には死者の気配が
dead
どこにもなかった。
stank. You can take a whiff of the dead.
食料を調達する死者はさっきので最後だったのかも。ここからはもう一段階上の死者を潰していくわ。
不機嫌そうだな、アルクエイド。
当然でしょ。せっかくシキがいてくれるのに空振りなんだもの。
Oh,
あ
she wanted to do
あ
some
かっこいいと
crazy
こ見せようと思っ
combos.
たの。
Huh. Can't say I expected that to be the reason.
まあ俺は無駄骨でも気にしないけど、そんなにご不満ならもう一度街を回っても構わないぞ。俺も今度は意識を集中してみる。もしかしたら何か見つけられるかもしれない。
ダメよ。今夜はこれ以上あなたに無理はさせられない。
We do need to sleep. It is an important thing.
無理って別に俺は無理なんか。
してるのよ。四季本人は気がついてないだけ。今だって顔色すごく青いし。ほら、ベンチに座って、少しは楽になるんでしょ。
She guides, or rather pushes me down onto the bench. Truthfully, I'm about ready to throw up, so I'll take a seat for a bit. The relief is such that I accidentally let out a sigh. All the tension I'd bottled up was released the moment I sat down. Guess I really was pushing myself too hard.
ありがとう。助かった。でもこれぐらい今までの頭痛に比べたら軽度だぞ。意識を保っていられないめまいに比べれば危ないこともないんだし。
My nausea will fade if I breathe in the fresh night air. Next to Arkwood's wound, this is nothing. She doesn't need to worry so much about... Arkwood?
弱い生き物のくせに無理はしないで。失神しなければ軽度。それは間違いよ。あなたの目に軽いも重いもない。あまり見えないものを見ようとしないで。そんなに脳を酷使したら廃人になりかねないわ。
廃人って誰が？
あなたがよ。どうしてそんなに危機感がないの？
Because I kind of was only told a cursory amount of knowledge about the eyes. It's probably why.
こんな希少な魔眼持ちなのに平和主義者とか美味しい獲物にも程があるし。よく今まで生きてこられたわね。ひょいってつまんで食べられるわよ、普通。
Yeah, knowing that there are literal mystic eye hunters, people who spend their life hunting down the mystic eyes to sell them on the rail Zeppelin, that's crazy. Where on earth would that be normal? And hey, I'd appreciate it if she gave the nations of the world a little credit. Even if she wants to call us complacent, it's amazing that law and order prevails as much as it does. What? Buddy, now's not a time to think about society.
わかった。あんまり言いたくなかったけど、ちゃんと説明してあげる。
You should do that more often.
いい？四季は生物の死は見やすくて、鉱物の死は見にくいって言ってたでしょ。それはね、結局はあなたの脳の回線の問題なの。物の死、その因果を見るということは、実際は見ているではなく、読んでいるという意味合いに近いわ。
Okay. You're reading. Sure.
すべての事象には大元になった原因、絶対の一がある。この宇宙の始まりにしておしまいの地点。
Oh, the root. Okay, yeah.
そこにはすべてを記録したものがある。
The Akashic
記録
Record.
というよりはあるものだから、情報とは呼べない。ただあるだけ。それ自体に意思はないし、方向性もありえない。原因を垂れ流しているだけの根源の渦みたいなものね。
Wait. Wait, it's similar to the vortex of the root? So then what are we talking about? I thought this was the root. I thought it was him with his eyes. He saw the root. Unless they are talking about the Akashic Record, which, as far as I was aware, was the root. Okay.
この世界にあるものは、その渦から流れ、
The
発生して
origin, yeah.
今の形に行き着いたわ。私も四季も吸血種も人間も元はそこから始まった原子に過ぎない。
Mm-hmm.
もう離れすぎ、複雑になりすぎてしまって原因である始まりに戻ることはできないけど、とにかくそういった位置があるのはわかるでしょ。でもね、たとえどんなに大元からかけ離れた形になっても派生した存在である以上、とても細い線だけど糸はつながっているのよ。
Yeah, no, this is all tracking.
すべての根源、
Oh, yeah,
す
there
べ
we
ての
go.
始まりと終わりを記録したレコード。
Wait. So then does that mean... Okay, the vortex of the root is like the outside of it. but we're talking about the root itself. Okay. I thought the vortex referred to the whole thing, including the center, but no, we're talking about the center, the root. Okay. All right.
それとつながっているものは物事の終わりを知っていることになる。高等動物の脳は受信と送信を司る機能なんだけど、大抵の人間はその回線が自分に対してのみで閉じてしまっている。けど中には潜在的に回線が開いている人間もいる。何の魔術回路も利用せず、超越種でさえないのに超常現象を可能とする人間。
So would it be right to assume that that is like any form of, like, you know, any sort of like divinity related stuff maybe? Well, I guess, but being of transcendental, that's a tough word, right? Beings of transcendental races. I don't know. We'll have to see.
これをね、魔術師たちは超能力者って区分して。
Oh, okay. We're just referring to anyone with just. Oh, right. Because I remember this conversation from the original, right? This idea of, I think they used psychics as what they used for the term there, and I was like, I don't know if that they're using it right. That's a better one. Paranormals, right? Meaning just literally like abnormals, right? That makes a lot more sense.
人間でありながら生まれついて何らかの魔術回路そのものという突然変異体。
So they aren't magic circuits. They don't have magic circuits, or if they do, they're minimal, right? But they have those mutations that work like them. Okay.
例えば何の神秘も学んでいないのに物の死を見てしまう人間とか。
There we go, right? That's us. Sorry, Arquid, I appreciate you explaining all this to me, but my brain barely understood a word. The fun thing is, since we've had such time between reading the original and now, this makes way more sense to me now. Because the first time I read this, I was like, what are you talking about, right? I mean, well, it wasn't that... I was a little deep into it at that point, so I was at least able to understand some of it. Not like when I first read Fate, where I truly didn't understand half the lore.
いいわよ。式は理解なんかしなくて。言っておきたいのは、あんまり見えにくいものを自分から見ようとしちゃダメってこと。私は見えないから断言はできないけど、式が見てしまってるものは線だけじゃないはずよ。あなたには線の他に、その起点である点も見えているんじゃない？
So the way that they handled the point on Vlov was also something that I felt different between how it was handled with Nero. And then later on, like, I felt like when they're talking about, oh, there's the points, I thought it was like just in the middle of a person, there was like several points that you could just hit those and that kills them. But this really made it more clear. It's like that is a singular core point, right? And so that kind of, again, feels like it's handling a bit differently, but that could also be a misinterpretation. Oh, like for one thing, here's a misinterpretation I had. I read in the original that on the first two routes, Yumizuka died, right? That she wasn't able to survive an attack and that her becoming a vampire was exclusive to the back half of the game, right? I didn't get that. But people are telling me, no. One, you totally mistook her, you know, dying in the hotel as that's a thing in the manga. Okay, that's fair. That's on me, right? But because I thought when I read it the first time, that she wasn't gone to be a vampire and that's why she doesn't come back to school. No, I actually thought she died. And just that we don't see her because she's dead, right? But no, it's no matter what, she does become a vampire. The question is whether Shiki meets her. So, again, there's things that I misinterpret, and that's where repeat playthroughs, discussing it, that's where it all works out and we clear it up and lovely, right? It's exactly as she says. Sometimes when I strain my eyes, the lines seem to form a single point. I saw something like that at the last moment with Vlov. Now I think back, it wasn't just with Vlov. The shock may have shut my brain off from reality, but I know they were there. Okay, so no, he does see them all over. Okay. It's just Vlov and Nero who have one point that when you get it, then you get them. Like blood vessels, maybe. If the lines are blood vessels, then the points are whatever brings them forth.
物の死にやすい線とその死。なんでしょうね、それ。 四季はその気になれば鉱物の死を見ることだって可能だと思う。けどそのために脳が生物の範疇から鉱物の範疇に回線を開いて鉱物の死を知ろうとしてしまう。それは本来ありえない運動よ。脳は過負荷を起こして四季は間違いなく使い物にならなくなる。
Past the point of no return, huh?
それはこの目が死を見なくなってくれるってこと？
まさか。ねえ四季、無茶をしてオーバーブローしたエンジンはどうなるのかしら。
そりゃジャンク行きだろ。一度でも焼き付いたエンジンは二度と使い物にならな。
Oh, he put it together. Oh, I see. The headaches I get when I see death are the cries of an engine overheating.
ただ見えているだけなら問題はないでしょうけど、見えないものを見ようとするのだけはやめて。せいぜい血管が破裂して脳に負荷がかかるぐらいにとどめておきなさい。その先に踏み込んだら生きながらにして石になるなんて末路になりかねない。
No more alive than a rock. That just makes me think of Angelo. What a bad way to go.
そのメガネを作ってく
Or
れた
not
魔術
go.
師には感謝しないとね。大抵の超能力者は自分の力がどんなに危険なものか知らずに使用して自分から廃人になってしまうから。まあ人間でありながら人間の社会では生きられない存在的不適合者だから、その方が幸せなのかもしれないけど。
Sorry about the cuts. Sorry about the background noise. Not much I can do. It's how we record videos here. Don't worry. I got one more month. Aw. That all of these CGs, they just fill me with warmth.
私がここに来た理由のようだし、私が君を以前の生活に戻してあげる。
Oh. That kind of hurts in retrospect. Because she did this to return to normal life, and then he's like, yeah, actually, I'm gonna fight vampires. That's her master told me when she made me these glasses. Then again, we sort of hear in Melty Blood that she's like, okay, sure, no, that's another path you can take, go ahead. I owe her so much it hurts to think about. That day, she saved me in more ways than one. I wouldn't be here without her.
ところで
Sorry, I was thinking about another woman.
うわ！
Wait, what are you doing? Arquid materializes right in my face as I'm in the middle of ruminating. You know, as I do. This isn't good for my heart. I wish she'd let me have a moment considering what we just talked about.
なんだよ。メガネならもう渡さないぞ。
そうじゃなくて、これからどうする？もう死者は出てきそうにないし、今夜はここでお別れにする？
It's 11 o'clock. My curfew was ages ago. Oh, shoot. I feel like I should probably head home, but let's talk with her a little longer. I feel like heading home is the right option, which means I'm gonna talk with her. I'll talk with Arquid a little longer. There's still so much I don't understand, despite already having decided to help hunt down this vampire.
いや、まだ吐き気が収まらないし、落ち着くまでここにいるよ。その間、お前に聞きたいこともあるし。
Okay. Phone call done. Everything done. Let's hope for no more interruptions.
街の巡回は無理でも、それぐらいならいいだろ
そう？私はいいけど、四季はいいの？
Let's go grab burgers. Oh my god, is this the burger scene?
人間って夜は眠くなるんでしょ？
Oh, but what if you face the call of the night? And then I'd start playing the song by Creepy Nuts, but that's like super mega copyrighted, so I won't. Anyways, if you're a fan of Tsukihime, please watch or read Call of the Night, because it just feels like Tsukihime in a lot of ways. It's really good.
う。別にいいよ。もともと眠るのは苦手だし。
You will die.
苦手ってことは不
Oh,
眠
wow.
症？
I forgot that is already a thing that's kind of expected of him. Oh no, now I feel bad.
いや、寝つきはいい。単に好きじゃないってこと。
ふん。夢は見ないの？
Dream? Arquid, That YouTuber's been cancelled for a long time. Anyways, I'm not sure how to answer
とに
that.
かく0時までは付き合う。
What was that? Oh, he dreams about her. Oh, I see.
そっちが話しずくめで疲れてるなら、この
ううん全然疲れてない。
Well, she kind of banks her sleep for a long time.
むしろ全力で受けて立つわ。
そうなんだ。元気があって羨ましいけど、勢い余って暴れ出すなよ。
そんな無駄なことするわけないし。もう、シキは私のことなんだと思ってるの？なんか誤解してない？
I mean, you could.
大丈夫。そこは完璧ブレてない。アルクエイドのことは手加減のできないやりすぎ吸血鬼だと思ってる。
Time to barrage her with questions. What do I want to know about? Vampires as in oh my god. Oh my god. What? I can't choose the second option. What? Really? Really? Well, I mean, I want to know about the third one, but it won't even let me choose the second one. That's strange. Is that locked? Oh my god. Music. Anyways, like, is that actually, like, locked away? It looks like it. Huh. Anyways. It's a good chance to ask. No, the best chance. And I've actually been insanely curious about it.
ブローブと戦っていた時に着てた服見せて。
Oh. Oh, I thought we wanted to learn about it, not for... Okay. Yeah. I had a feeling she'd look at me like that, but I just can't get that image out of my
あの
head.
時は遠くにいたからよく見えなくて。なんか今と違う服装になってなかった？
Oh my god, dude. With all of my being, I muster a tone suggesting simple scientific curiosity. If Arquid thinks I have ulterior motives, that's on her.
ああ、ブローブ対策で表面を変えていた時のこと？疲れるからやりたくないんだけど、レシピはまだ残してるから。
Are you literally live crafting? Are you... Oh my god.
Hi, これでいいの?
But, oh, buddy. All good, she asks, as if the sight before me wasn't positively breathtaking. There stands her beautiful flowing form. Soft gloves envelop her arms in silken embrace. The shoulders are open, revealing gorgeous, immaculate skin. Is this what it's like to be at a total loss for words? Achingly beautiful is the only phrase that comes to mind to describe the alabaster vision. What? Did you... Buddy, in public? That's weird. An incomprehensible groan of admiration escapes from my lips. It's hard to believe the thing before me is the same vampire who's caused me nothing but trouble to... Is bro into, like, armpits? I mean, I kind of get it, but... I wonder if she wouldn't come back to the mansion wearing that. That would certainly be something to see.
これ、私の選択ミスだから、あんまり好きじゃないんだけど。
By mistake?
ブローブの原理が寒さだと見抜いていれば、もっとあったかいイメージで固めてたわ。
Is that what you wear then in FGO? Kind of a more warmer version of it? Now that she mentions it, the air does feel colder around her. It almost looks as if glimmering crystals of ice are swirling in the air. I'm definitely not staring at her chest, nope.
そっか、耐熱仕様なんだもんな。そりゃ冷房機能もついてるか。
Dude, your girlfriend has built-in, like, liquid cooling.
そう、くれぐれも触らないでね。触れると四季も凍っちゃうから。これは私自身の守りじゃなくて、ブローブに組みついた時、炎を消すために作ったものよ。
The best defense is a good offense, huh? How very like Arquid. Oh my god, he's still staring. Still. And I hate to admit this. She really is a princess.
もう何よ難しそうな顔して。
Cause I'm a freak.
もしかしてシキ、私の失敗を見て楽しいの？
そんなわけあるか。これが失敗なら世の中の9割は失敗だ。普段からこの格好はダメだよな。目立ちすぎる。第一、他のやつに見せるなんてとんでもない。
Oh my god,
これ
dude.
は俺だけの特権だ。
Oh my god, dude.
そう？じゃあ気に入ったってこと？
The realization of what I've just said crashes over me like a wave. Because of the sight of it in front of me, I fail to stop myself from saying something so stupid.
まあそれなりに。一緒に戦うとき、お前がいろいろできると頼りになるだろう。
Bud, you're twisting it the wrong way. Something, anything to salvage this. It seems she's happy to be a big help.
もちろん私基本的に万能だから殺すことしか能のない士気を最大限にサポートするね。
Maybe I went a little too far. No, I'm pretty sure she intends to launch me at our enemies like a tennis ball. Honestly, it may be my fault for coming up with such a crazy plan when we fought Vlav.
ところで、その服名前とかあるのか？
That's what I'm interested in.
名前？そんなのいちいち決めないけど、ドレスコードはそうね、氷河をまとうかな。
One more time, please.
ドレスコードは
Dress
そう
code.
ね、氷河をまとうかな。
So there's people in the comments like, it's not a mystic code, and you're right. It's called a dress code. Oh my god, so different.
そういうイメージで作ったわ。
じゃあ、グローブの力を見抜いていたら。
キラーウェアをイメージしていたでしょうね。あそこは今も活動している火山だから。
Huh. Isn't that the one that, we went to in Hawaii in FGO? Admittedly, I would love to see her in her Hawaiian style. I would too.
ねえ、そろそろ着替えていい？力無駄に使いたくないし。
Well, it might be sad to see the dress go. I'd love to see it walk away, and I have no grounds to stop her. I tell her it's fine, trying to keep my composure all the while. A more compelling question comes to mind.
なあ、グローブとの戦闘服がなんでドレスなんだ？社交界に行くわけでもあるまいし。
社交界ってそういうものでしょ？
Well, yeah, with slaps. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Apparently, vampire big shots spend all their time at each other's throats. Alright, we will go back because I do want to see that other scene. This is probably... Yeah, there's Zenith. Right? So we did that one there. So let's go back to load. I want to see if I can get that second one. It won't even let me. I wonder why that is. I wonder if that's like a glitch or... Anyways, talk to me about vampires. I need to know more about vampires. The sire and their zombie minions. I'll ask more about their hierarchy.
地味なとこついてくるのね。
I mean, I kind of agree, but we need to learn this
地
stuff.
味で悪かったな。何事も基礎からだって言ったのお前だろ。
お、さすが人力だけでピラミッドを建てちゃう霊長類。堅実かつ誠実ね。いいわ。じゃあ今夜は吸血鬼講座中級編。吸血鬼社会の仕組みについてお話ししましょう。
Are we really jumping back right into we're doing this as like the 200 level? I don't really feel like taking this class, but well, I'm the one who asked in the first place. Time to be a good student and listen carefully to Miss Arkwood's lecture.
とは言っても、その発生から話すと長すぎるから、ここは私たちの敵。使徒に話を限定するわね。
Ooh, I wonder if this then we need to do to get to the other one.
使徒の大部分が古いタイプの吸血鬼で、その生殖、繁殖の仕方は血を吸って仲間を増やすこと。
Mm-hmm.
これはもう説明するまでもない？
Yeah.
ああ、上司としもべだろ。一人の支配者と 大勢の働きアリなんだよな。
There's the board again.
ええ、その働きアリにも種類があるわ。前にも話したけど、こういう海底。
Right, yeah, because this was still like some of this is brand new
まず
content.
1海底、死者。
Uh-huh. Okay,
自
yep.
立できず、親の命令通りに動く操り人形。命令がなければ死体のまま放置され、死に至る。要は下級兵士ね。ただ血を吸われて血を送られただけのもの。私たちが死者と呼んでいるものの一つ。
Can we like not skip the middle ones this time?
次に2回転、式。意志はあるものの明確な思考はできない。生前の姿を擬態している死者。親の魔力で腐敗こそしないものの中身は完全に崩壊している。
So that's basically like the guys that we saw going around, right? Or no, that's the undead. Never mind.
脳が腐り出しているから本能で血肉を求める分、1海底の死者より凶暴。あえて言うなら兵士かな。これも死者ね。3海底、不死。
Ironic that the dead and undead are right by
こ
each
こ
other
から
on
よう
here.
やく吸血鬼と呼べる程度の生き物になるかな。
Okay, so we start calling them vampires at the undead. That's not confusing.
生きる
Yeah, okay,
屍
these are the ones we were
アンデ
hunting.
ッド
Yeah.
生前ほどの思考能力はないものの、自分だけで人間生活を偽装できる。一度死んでから脳を再構成した
They
上級兵
reconstruct
士。
the brains.
日
Okay.
光も平気よ。ただし
And they can
防
do
腐処理
sunlight.
はこまめ
Okay,
に
okay.
しないとあっさり正体が露見する。死者と呼ばれるカテゴリーはここまでね。
Okay, that's all the dead. Okay. Now we go next. Can we keep going? Please don't stop because I want to know about these other ones. I see. Those dead things have their own ranks too. I guess as they get higher in rank, they go from being regular corpses to moving ones. I'm curious about something.
その海底分けはともかく、死者とか式とか名前分けって誰がしたんだ？
Well, I would assume
Michael?
Vampire Society.
おあいにくさま。こういうのは大抵教会の仕事
Oh,
よ。
the church. Okay.
便利だから使っていたら魔術世界の常識になっただけ。
Okay.
問題は教会内部の誰がこれを広めたかなんだけど。ま、それはどうでもいいか。
Sometimes it's better to just think of the church as one big entity, you know. Cute doodle.
次
Please
は
keep
4
going.
回転。
Yes, good. I
ヤ
want to
族
know about these. Okay.
生前のパーソナリティを維持したまま吸血鬼見習いとして活動する不死者。
Okay, so like, I'm assuming this is what Yumizuka will be?
人間離れした身体能力を持つ代わりに極度の冷えと渇きを覚える。いわば下級
Okay,
騎士。
yeah, I think
半人前の吸血鬼ね。
this is what Yumizuka would roughly be, right?
6海底以上のものが獲物を丁寧に少しずつ吸血していくと、犠牲者はこの海底の吸血鬼からスタートする。
Slowly enough.
日光を浴び
Okay.
ると貧血になる程度でまだ焼かれはしない。魔術世界において人と呼べるのはこの海底までなんだとか。
Oh, that's interesting.
吸血鬼見習い。つまりもう死者じゃない。
That's like a power
4
gap,
海
yeah.
底に達した吸血鬼はもう親元から離れても生きていける。
Okay.
親元から見れば物から生き物になったぐらいの
Yeah,
感覚だ
okay.
そうよ。この4海底になれるのは1000人中1人の割合。次に5海底、山。
Okay, yeah, this I'm interested in.
4海
she
底の
might be a
進路に加
nightmare.
え、その血液に宿った呪いによって親元、あるいは個人に起因する異能を発揮できるようになる。
Because she has reality marble, right? That would be her.
上級騎士、一人前の吸血鬼ね。
Okay. Maybe she'll start her route. Spoiler, she gets a route with as a night king and then become
で
nightmare.
最後の6海底、使徒。
Lesser dead apostles, yeah. Not
完全に
ancestors.
吸血師として自立。吸血、侵食によって子を作ることもできるけど、6海底以上の子は作れない。
Okay.
成り上がり者の限界ね。あえて言うなら城塞かな。この町に救っている吸血鬼はこの海底。親としてしもべを作り、村を食い物にする災害よ。
Mm-hmm.
以上が使徒における身分制度。何か気になった点はある？
グローブはどの海底だったんだ？
もちろん6回転、使徒よ。
Yeah.
あいつの場合、そこから飛び級をしてしまったけど、それはまた別の時にでも。
I hope that means I can go back and read that other one then.
こっちが本題。
Okay.
身分制度って言ったけど、それを決めるのは誰？いや、なんだ。吸血鬼は血を吸って仲間を増やすなら、どうしてこうもあり方が違うんだ？
I feel like no matter, you know, vampire, human, whatever, it's like we want structure, you know?
いいところに気がついたわね。
Societies need structure.
それが使徒の最大の欠点。いえ、特徴かな。使徒に血を吸われた人間は誰もが吸血鬼になるわけじゃないし、使徒は誰をも吸血鬼にするわけでもない。しもべ作りと食事は別。血を吸われただけなら人間は人間として死ねるわ。
Mm-hmm.
けれどその時、使徒の血を送られると人間は血に支配され死亡する。
Right. It's
その
about
後
the
に
mixing
吸
of
血
blood.
鬼として
Yeah.
神聖し呪われていく。この海底はその呪いの深度を表したものなの。
じゃあ、さっきの男は殺された後に蘇ったんじゃなくて、初めから吸血鬼にするために親元に殺されたのか？
ええ。でもしもべを作るのだって簡単じゃないわ。吸血鬼は簡単に家族を増やせ
Yeah,
ない。
it uses their own blood, so it's like it's a resource.
一海底の死者なら殺した後に血を送って無理やり兵士にしてしまえばいい。けど2海底以上の吸血鬼を増やすには犠牲者自身の才能、適性が必要になってくる。
適性って何の？
吸血種の血に抗える免疫力。大抵の人間は適性がない。だから吸血鬼の血を送り込まれると、その吸血鬼が持つ特性にあっさり支配される。死んだ後も働かされる病気みたいなものね。
I do really like how it's going into so much more detail about this, because I do find it really interesting the level of detail that exists for things like this.
でもそれだと上質のしもべとは呼べない。親元としては自分の力だけで自立してもらわないと困るのよ。働きアリを動かすたびに自分の痴漢を使っていたら、それこそ本末転倒でしょ。
Can't argue with that. She did mention that vampires are usually sleeping in their coffins. Apparently, those that have lived a long time aren't very economical in their energy usage, which is why they need a way to gather blood without expending their own resources. If they have to spend energy just to command their helpers, it defeats the entire purpose of having
適
them.
性がある人間は吸血鬼の呪いに抵抗できる。その後は本人の生存力ね。吸血鬼の血に負けて絶命するか、これに打ち勝って吸血鬼として神聖するか。
So that's like, Sion, right? She fights to resist the pull of it,
この
yeah.
町で遺体として見つかっているのは、適性はあったけどそのまま絶命した人間よ。結果的にただ殺された遺体になって路上に放置される。死者たちは殺された後に自分で動き出すけど、死者になれなかった遺体はそのままでしょ。
そうか。あのゾンビになったら遺体は残らないもんな。
そういうこと。ニュースに上がっている犠牲者たちはむしろレアケースね。生地適性があったから目をつけられ、結果的に人間として死亡した。
That's a scary thing. The bodies you find are the ones that didn't turn,
適性
right?
を持つ人間は100人に1人ぐらい。その中でも送り込まれた異物に適応できて耐えきれた者だけが4海底以上の吸血鬼になる。吸血鬼はよくネズミ講だなんて言われるけど、血を送れば誰でも子にできるわけじゃない。
I guess it is like a
実
pyramid
際には
scheme.
時代とともに吸血鬼と呼べるものは減っているのが現状よ。
It literally works like a pyramid scheme. Oh my god, you're super right. I remember what Arkwood said about how it's hard for vampires to sire more kin. Vampires must think of their minions and their offsprings differently. The zombie that Arkwood disposed of earlier was nothing more than a minion.
じゃあ、さっきの男はとっくの昔に殺されていて、自分でもわからないまま吸血鬼の言う通りに働いてたのか。
自分でもわからないは海底によるわね。1海底なら自動人形に過ぎないけど、3海底なら脳は生きているし。 彼らは自分がどういう生き物になったのかを理解した上で吸血鬼に従っている。自分から進んで人間たちを殺して親元に血を送っているのよ。
いや、それは違うだろう。いきなり殺されて気がついたら動く死体にされてるんだ。そんなの無理やりやらされているに決まってる。
前にもいたわね、そういう風に命乞いしてきた死者。逆らったら殺される、命令されてやっていただけ。
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're given a second chance, you might take it.
つまり自分が死にたくないから人間を殺しているってことよね。これって自分から進んで殺しているのと何が違うの？
Right?
いや、それは。
意識が残っている死者たちは決まって自由がない、こうするしかなかったと訴えるわ。でも主に逆らって死ぬ自由は残っている。なのに人間を殺す方を選んだのだから、彼らは自分から進んでかつて同族だった生き物を殺していると思うんだけど。
I mean, it's understandable why you would. Again, you're given that second chance, even though it's not a real second chance. It's more like a, a little epilogue. It's gonna end. It's just taking a bit longer, but,
まあ
they
ど
don't
ちら
want
に
to
せよ
stop
使徒
that.
に連なる者はみんな殺すから私は気にしないけど。
Got nothing to say in response. Arkwood's right. What she says makes complete sense. But it's the logic of a vampire, of a powerful being. Humans don't have the privilege of living that justly, or of seeing things in black and
それ
white.
ともう一つ訂正。しもべだって親には逆らえるのよ。使徒と呼ばれる吸血鬼はしもべたちに自由意志を与えている。いつか自分に逆らい挑むように。ブローブもそうやって親を殺して使徒になった吸血鬼だもの。いい？覚えておいてシキ。使徒に分類される吸血鬼はね、人間が大好きなの。いいえ、人間的なものが大好きなの。だからいくらでも残酷になれる。あなたたちはこの星で一番、いえ、唯一苦しめるために命を消費できる生き物だから。
I don't know. Some animals do stuff that is just cruel for no reason. Like hippos, who spin their tails around while they poop to send it flying everywhere. Human qualities like intelligence and emotion, I guess? It's like Arkwood said. Humans can't comprehend the death of an inanimate object. And on the flip side of that, inanimate objects and animals can't comprehend the death of a human. Then the death of emotion and the suffering of the mind are pleasures only humans can enjoy.
苦しめるために自由を残しておくっていうのか。わかんないな。吸血鬼ってのはどうしてそんなことをするんだよ。
そうね、吸血鬼が悪趣味なのは認めるわ。でもそれは使徒に限った話よ。初めから吸血種だったものはあまりそういうことはしないもの。
Can we stop using the phrase vampires from the start and just go with the proper true ancestor? I mean, just make things easier. Those were vampires from the start.
そういえば言ってたな。
Oh, please.
吸血鬼には2
Let's
種類ある。
just get that cleared up so we don't have to worry about it.
初めから吸血鬼のものと人間から吸血鬼になったもの。その人間から吸血鬼になったやつらが使徒ってことなのか。
まあそうね、魔術の果てに不老になったものか、神祖に血を吸われてしもべとなったものとがいるわ。シキ、あなたはさっき殺した人間を刺激するのが悪趣味だと言ったけど、それでもまだマシな方なのよ。
True.
中にはもっと理解不能な遊びを考案する人もいるんだから。
Very true.
遊びって遊びで人間を殺してその死体をおもちゃにしてるっていうのか。
否定はしないわ。使徒にとって娯楽は呼吸と同じことなのよ。
Yeah, because when you live forever, amusement, a lack of amusement is now essentially like your lack of eating, right? Because the only thing that can die is the death of the mind.
人間という短命種でありながら、不完全ながらも不老不死に近づいた彼らにと
Yeah,
って、
right? Yeah.
最大の敵は退屈だった。もともと私たちと違って目的がないくせに不老不死になった彼らは、不老不死を手に入れた瞬間にあらゆる物欲がなくなってしまった。目的が不老不死だったんだから仕方がないといえば仕方がないんだろうけど、
なんだそれ。退屈だから遊びたいなんてふざけたことは言わないでくれ。だいたいさ、年も取らないで死にもしないって言うんならもうそれで十分じゃないか。
だからそれで十分になってしまったのよ。けれどそれでは存在の意味がない。自らを無価値と停止した生命と認識した知性体はそこで存在の価値がなくなってしまう。
Sometimes the worst thing a person can do is achieve their goal. Because what comes after that?
彼らはだんだんと摩耗していく自身を恐れ、進んで娯楽を作ることにした。生きているんだって、自分たちはまだ楽しみがあるんだって自らを弁護するように。それが貴族の発端よ。彼らは人間の真似事をして自分を上手に見立てて勢力を広げていくゲームを始めたわ。ありていに言ってしまえば死者の王国ね。思いのほかそれは彼らにとって刺激的だったみたい。
Literally just started playing the biggest game of Risk ever.
言ったでしょ、彼らは人間の真似事をしてるって。死とは娯楽のために自らが吸い殺した人間に自らの血を分け与える。死体は何万分の1という確率をくぐり抜けて成長し、いずれ親を殺して自らが新しい使徒になる。騎士が武勲を立てて君主となり、やがて王を落とすように。彼らもそういうゲームでもしなければ存在してられないの。
It does give them an overall goal to live off of.
悪魔的なるものの存在の軽さかな。たとえ不老不死だとしても存在意義がなければ空気と変わらないんだもの。
Arkwood shrugs her shoulders like she can't believe how stupid it all is. She may be one of them, but it seems she doesn't share their tastes. Hey, can we do that other one on the Dead Apostles? Because I'm real curious about that. I'm real curious. Hands the clock have reached their zenith. No, they haven't. Tokyo Tomare, back in time. No, really? Why? Wonder why we can't do that one. Huh. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. Oh, we can't even go back in time. Alright, well, then in that case, we'll just do the battle attire one again. Because the silly music starts. Next scene. Alright. The hands of the clock have reached their zenith. While we were talking, midnight snuck up on us.
もう日付が変わっちゃうね。もったいないけどそろそろ休んでもらわないと。
俺ならまだ元気だけど。
それは四季がそう思ってるだけよ。今夜はここでお別れにしましょう。どうせまた明日には会えるんだから。
Arkwood begins moving away with a little dance step, still looking my
明
way.
日って、ちょっと待て。待ち合わせ場所とかどうするんだよ。おい。
ここでいいよ。時間は10時頃がちょうどいいかな。おやすみなさい、四季。また明日ここでね。
That little movement is so charming. Just those three. Literally, it's three images, and through that, so much emotion and motion is conveyed. There's no stopping her. After offering a cheerful wave, she departs.
No.
The mind wants to complain, but the heart just isn't in it. She may be trouble, but even more than that, she's cute.
なんだよ、今の顔。
She's dangerous. How could I ever miss our plans if she's gonna look at me like that? Something if you make her face like that. One of Nasu's favorite lines. I swear, he throws it in every chapter. I mean, even Akiha said it earlier. Time to sneak into our room. I make it back to the mansion. Not a single light brightens the building. The door isn't
きつい。
locked.
ちゃんと開けててくれたんだ。
I let out a grateful sigh. So as not to wake anyone, I end up tiptoeing to my room. There's Akiha, legs crossed. Welcome back, Nissan. Another sigh, this time from relief, escapes as I settle onto the bed. Arkwood was right. My body is thoroughly exhausted. Feels like the mattress is sucking me in. Still lying down, I let out a massive breath. Again, I'm working with Arquid. Fate just keeps dragging me back into her blast radius. Not yet, buddy. You'll be there one day. Just give it a bit of time. Wait for the Red Garden crossover with FGO.
でも仕方ないじゃないか。放っておけなかったんだから。
Or maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm drawn to her, to all her beauty and all her inhumanity. How stupid of me. I've already killed once with these hands, so what am I losing my mind over? The only reason I'm even touching this vampire hunting business is for the city I call home. I don't want to die, so I have to help out.
そうだ。それ以外。
Bro's gonna have the biggest sleep. I close my eyes, glasses off. Sleep takes me over, a giant hand pulling my body and my consciousness into deep darkness. Whatever happens, I'll be fighting alongside her again. Right now, I should just get ready for tomorrow. Is that the end of another day? Another chapter? Yes, it is. Judging from our time, though, I will definitely keep it going a bit longer. Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception 2? Yes. Oh, that's bright. Oh. The estate was our playground back then. A forest as deep and vast as the ocean. A house that looked more like a castle. Each day, a new adventure would unfold in our kingdom. There was so much to explore. Every day was fun. We had no idea that we'd ever grow up. Doing the same things day in and day out, and never getting bored. We were just children, playing and yelling like puppies. We got along well. We were regular partners in crime. Akiha was always there when I looked for her. I would wave at her and she'd get all embarrassed and hide. Yeah, the same as always. This remix is so good. The estate was our playground back then. The forest as deep and vast as the ocean. A house that looked more like a castle. Each day a new adventure would unfold in our closed little world. There was so much to explore. Huh, that was a very different dream. Not what I expected. Awake from a peaceful slumber. The morning light pulled me from my deep sleep. My dream. I feel like I dreamed of something from a long time ago. Those horrendous things assault my vision when I open my eyes. My head feels like it's going to split open at the temples. It's a clear day. The sun bathes the garden in such vivid light that I can even spot it from my bedroom. Rays of achingly bright sunlight illuminate every nook and cranny of my surroundings. My glasses. I try to extend my hand to take them from beside my pillow, but notice something strange. There's no sensation in my arms or legs. I can clearly think of what I want them to do, but the signal doesn't seem to reach. It's like I've got locked-in syndrome. I suffer the time in silence, unable to even close my eyelids. The sunlight begins to soften. Feeling returns to my arms and legs. Taking a deep breath, I finally managed to get my glasses to seal away that sight. Buddy was just going through it for a sec. Exhaling, I free myself from the bed's confines at last. That was nothing of note. It happened all the time during my stay at the hospital. Whenever I was exhausted, my vision would go blurry and my limbs would become paralyzed. My appetite would totally disappear too. This is just what happens if I spend too much time looking at things with my naked eyes.
けど、今のは。
I think I could see them more clearly than I used to. Quiet, Hutao. Why would you hew as I'm doing stuff? Meta Horizon? I need to get rid of that. I don't even have my headset anymore. The lines on the buildings have always seemed thin to me. It's rare for them to be that distinct. What was once just a lingering headache now feels like I took a bullet to the brain. I remember what Master once told me. She said my eyes could end up attracting unpleasant things. Arkwid also said not to use my eyes too much, that doing so would destroy my mind. That's what I get for involving myself with vampires. Not only do I have to face danger when I fight them, but now I've invited danger into my everyday life. Though, there's no use dwelling on it. I knew this was going to happen when I decided to help Arkwid.
そうだよな。これぐらいどうってことない。
Sitting around and doing nothing wouldn't be productive anyway. There's no stopping until Soya's free of vampires. Buddy, it's gonna take a bit of time. You know, might be more there than you think. I'm only helping her because I want to protect Akiha and the other people I care about. I quickly get out of bed, trying to clear my head of any unpleasant thoughts. I should get changed and thank Hisui for last.
あれ
Come to think of it, Hisui isn't here. It's a little after 7. Hisui would usually be here to wake me up.
寝坊したのかな。
I think she's mad at you, buddy. But my theory is swiftly rebuked when I notice there's a change of clothes prepared on my desk. Maybe she had something more important to do. I'm curious about what might have diverted her attention, but it's really none of my business. There's not much time to spare, so I'll just get into my uniform and head downstairs. Buddy, you're gonna be... Every time he comes back, I'm like, what's the reaction gonna be?
Oh.
Memories of yesterday's events hit me the moment I opened the door. Sometimes I amaze even myself. The fact that I managed to forget all about something as disastrous as yesterday has me genuinely concerned for my own well-being. Though worries about my mental health can wait until after surviving what comes next. I stand there at the open door, frozen like a sculpture and unable to venture inside. Meanwhile, in the parlor... Oh god, she's here. Akiha is seated on the sofa just like she was last night. Kohaku is standing behind her as usual. Up until now, Akiha has always greeted me with a "Good morning, Nisan." But today, she won't even look in my direction. Needless to say, this is all because I left last night without explaining anything about Arkwid. It almost looks like she's just lounging, but animosity is radiating from her every pore. Like, I could see them like she's a Yakuza character. You could cut the tension with a knife.
おはようございます、四季さん。
Hi.
朝ごはんの前にお茶にいたしますか？
Guess Kohaku doesn't have to worry about any of this.
おはよう、琥珀さん。お茶はまた落ち着いた時に。
I return Kohaku's greeting and enter the parlor properly. Akiha side-eyes me as I timidly cross the room. Can't let myself cave to her silent intimidation. It's times like these when a person's resourcefulness is truly put to the test. I should... Where are we at? We have 3. Okay. I'm sorry. Doubt I'm going to be able to talk my way out of this one. Anything I say is likely just pour gasoline on the fire. My only option is to apologize as quickly and sincerely as I can. Better to say sorry before she can start grilling me.
昨夜のことだけど、あれは。
兄さん、一つだけ忠告してよろしいですか？
What was that sound effect? Before I can apologize, Akiha cuts me off, her voice cold enough to send shivers up my spine.
兄さんは遠野家の長男なんですから、いたずらに謝罪の言葉を口になさらないように。
Guys, I think I picked the really bad option.
謝るということは、自分が悪いと認めることです。
Oh no.
その場合、遠野家の長男に相応の罰則を与えなくてはいけなくなるでしょう。
The way she's speaking right now is literally scaring me more than any vampire. Force her? More like allow her. Just look at that wicked smile on her face. If I can't apologize, then all that's left is for me to perish. Time to get out of here before she kills me.
すまない、秋葉。遠野家の長男として朝食を取りに食堂に行きたいんだけど、いいかな。
I need to retreat.
兄さん、
My feet stop dead in their tracks at Akiha's glacial tone.
食事の前に話があります。
Her
どうぞ、ソファーに座ってください。
tone makes it apparent that resistance is futile. I've dug my own grave, and I do believe this may be my last day on Earth. Now that flight is off the table, my only option is to fight.
わかった。できる限り手短に頼む。
That was not quiet, bud. You slammed your butt down. I quietly sit down on the sofa across from Akiha. Kohaku prepares a cup of tea for me as I do. She's giving off a positive vibe that helps cheer me on just a tad. Of course, Akiha may be the head of the family, but she's still my little sister. I don't think this will be totally one-sided. I take a sip of my tea and meet Akiha's gaze.
それで、どんな話？
昨夜の女性と成功なされたのですか？
Just outright, huh? Eesh, I'm lucky I didn't burn myself. Akiha's first pitch was an unbelievable fastball. I thought I was going to choke on my tea for a second.
兄さん、私の話を聞いてます？
Are you worried about keeping the bloodline pure or something?
聞いてるよ。よく聞こえてる。
それでは答えてください。昨夜の女性について、できる限り正確に、嘘偽りなく、私を決して怒らせない範囲で詳しく。
その条件だと何も口にすることができない。
私を怒らせないでと忠告したはずですが。
Like, it's amazing. Like, when there's scenes of Shiki about to die, I'm like, cool, let's die. But then there's scenes like this where I'm like, the tension is killing me. Wait, so that was a warning?
いや、無理難題の匂いがプンプンしてきたな。
なんです？声が小さくて聞こえません。もっとはっきりおっしゃってください。一体あの女の方は兄さんにとってどのような方なんですか？
どうと言われても協力関係というか友達のようなもの。
Buddy, oh my god. He comes pre-equipped with a shovel because he's digging in his own grave.
夜中に出かけるほどのご友人なんですね。
Well, time zones. She's clearly from Europe, so.
私だって兄さんが将来どなたと関係を持とうと意見する気はありませんけど、兄さんはまだ学生でしょ？遠野家の長男がどこのものともわからない女性と夜な夜な相引きをしているだなんて、そんな恥知らずなことは慎むべきではないでしょうか。
Akiha, just say you don't like that she's white. It's not that hard. Just come out and say it. It'd be so funny if they actually go down that route with this. They won't, but it'd be so funny. So that's what my relationship with Arkwid looks like to her.
待て、アキハ。まず初めに言っておくと、俺とあいつはそういう関係じゃない。俺はあいつの探し物に手を貸してるだけで、用が済んでしまえばもう二度と会わない関係なんだよ。
Good job with the not lying part, because that is correct.
その割には随分と親しそうでしたけど、それは私の気のせいだと言うんですね。あの方とはあくまで一時的な損得だけの関係だと。
Akiha's gaze is ice cold. All I'd have to do is say yes, and that would be the end of this conversation. But something is holding me back. It's true that we're both getting something out of our partnership, but I also don't want to admit that it's all there is to it.
それは親しくはないけど、損得だけで手を貸してるわけじゃないというか。
でしょうね。今まで見たこともないほどの慌てようでしたから。何事も真剣になってくれない兄さんが感情をあらわにするなんて。
そこまで慌ててないし、薄情でもない。あいつがうちに来るなんて思ってもいなかったから驚いただけだ。
そうですか。あの女の方は落ち着いた様子で兄さんのことをずっと待っていましたけど。
She gives me a sidelong glance, obviously trying to imply something. It looks like Akiha is fully convinced that Arkwid and I are dating.
あのな、アキハ。 勘違いもそこまでにしてくれ。そもそも俺とあいつが知り合ったのは
Because I killed her, I stopped myself before the truth slips out. There's no reason for Akiha to know, and it's not like she'd believe me anyway. Though I also can't think of another explanation. All I can manage is some half-hearted mumbling.
答えられないのでしたら質問を変えましょうか。
Okay.
先ほどから兄さんはあいつあいつと繰り返していますが、あの女性のお名前は？
名前はアルクエイドだけど。
そうですか。ということはお知り合いになったのは学校ではありませんね。兄さんの高校には留学生はいませんから。
Oh. You looked into this. Akiha is right. We don't have any exchange students, but why does she even know that?
それで兄さんはあのような方と一体どこで知り合ったんです？
It's wild because, like, I mean, this is all parts that were in the original, so you can't say it, but in the modern day, you could just say, I met her on the internet.
街で知り合ったんだよ。その偶然。
Just say, I met her in an online game. Except then she'd probably take away the cell phone again.
偶然ですか。ではアルクエイドさんの方から声をかけてきたんですね。
ああ、いや、声をかけたのは俺の方だけど。
Yeah, that was kind of on you, buddy. If by initiated contact you mean murdered in cold blood, she'd track me down after that, but I'm the one who started it.
どうして声をかけたんです？兄さんはアルクエイドさんとは何もないのに。それとも初めはそういうおつもりだったんですか？
Akiha's interrogation is mercilessly precise. With every question, she's closing in on the truth. She's got me like a deer in headlights, and if this goes any further, I won't be able to lie my way out of it. It sucks to do it this way, but I don't have any other real choice. I have to end this in whatever way I can.
ああ、もうとにかくあいつとは何でもない。大体な、俺が何をしようがアキハには関係ないだろ。
Dang, this is not gonna go well.
どうせ形だけの長男なんだから、誰と付き合ったところで遠野家に迷惑はかけないはずだ。
It's cowardly to use being disowned as my argument, but can't think of another way to get Akiha to back off. Akiha narrows her eyes for a moment, then takes a deep breath as she stands. That's weird. I was expecting another sharp-tongued retort, but instead she looks away.
私だってこんなことは言いたくありません。ただあの人は嫌な感じがするんです。他の相手なら仕方がないと諦めます。けれど兄さんがあの人に気を許すのなら、なんだか私がバカみたいじゃないですか。
Alright, I'm really starting to feel like Akiha just might be racist. And, I mean, I think I came to that same conclusion in the first playthrough, too. For some reason, Akiha bites her lip in frustration as she speaks. She actually is. Wow, that's a very subtle sprite.
どうしたんだアキハ。なんかおかしいぞお前。
もういいです。兄さんは兄さんのなさりたいようご自由になさってください。
Dang. I feel like the drama is cranked up. And you know what it is? It's the fact that they're actually voiced, and it's not me doing the voices, where I can, you know, kind of put in more jokes, right? Akiha exits the parlor with uncharacteristically heavy steps.
もう四季さん、今のはひどいですよ。アキハ様がおかわいそうです。恋人を連れてくるのでしたら、もっと普通の人を連れてきてあげてくださいな。
Again, every time they're like, bring home someone more normal, it really does just feel like they're like, it's just a nice Japanese girl, okay?
そうすれば、アキハ様も納得してくださったでしょうに。
Kohaku heaves a heavy sigh and chases after Akiha. And the music remixes, there being more than 7 tracks, is Again, way more dramatic sounding. Okay, no, she is here today. We just didn't see her. Hisui sees me off when I leave the mansion. I'm a little worried about Akiha, but I don't think running after her would have helped, considering the root of her anger is Arkwid. Though I feel bad, I'll have to wait until this vampire business is over.
でもどうだろう。考えたこともなかったけど。
Is telling her everything an option? She may not believe me, but maybe I should tell her about the vampires. They do endanger all of Soya after all.
そうだよな。例えばネットで噂話として流すとか。
And again, you could just say you met her on the internet. I take my phone out of my pocket as I walk. It wouldn't make for the most credible source, but I could write everything I know on some message board. Oh, he's gonna pop in an anonymous message board and put in things to back him up. Only problem, the date would be like now, so you really couldn't do that. Any interpretation would be up to the reader. Yelling at people to try and get them to believe you will only have the opposite effect. But if it's on the net, it may at least reach urban legend status.
もしもし、そこの君、ちょっと。
Who's this? Is this actually a person? I stop. Turning around. Oh, it's this guy. There's a sharp-dressed man I've never seen before. This guy looks so weird.
俺のことですか。
うん、君。だって君以外にこんな道歩いてる子いないでしょ。
Hey, if someone says this to you, that's a bad thing, run. He's got a point. At most, the road leading up to the Tono mansion may see a couple cars passing by from time to time, but the only ones actually walking this street are probably me and our housekeepers.
それでさ、君さ、今この家から出てきたよね。もしかして中で働いている使用人さんの子かな。
Ooh, what do you say? Do you say that you're an employee or do you say you live there?
ならラッキーだよ。すごくラッキー。あ、俺じゃなくて君がね。お小遣い欲しくない？どの家の
Interesting.
人の話とかちょっと知りたいんだよね。
I keep my distance. It's not because his overly casual way of talking bothers me. I'm actually more scared of just how serious he is. What is his little pin? It's like every word is carefully crafted to ensure I'll let down my guard.
あ、もしかして野じ馬だと思われてる？まあ野じ馬なんだけど、ちゃんと報酬弾むよ。特に知りたいのは、ほら、最近帰ってきたっていう長男の話。来たばっかりで写真資料もなくてさ、どんな外見なのか、好きな食べ物とか好きな女の子のタイプとか、ぶっちゃけ何に弱いのか教え。
Wait, who? The man hops from side to side holding his crotch.
その抜けた鍋かてめえ。
There he is, it's Mario!
そいつが党の指揮じゃねえか。
Oh, he's actually smart. There's a child with him? Behind the man is a boy who looks about 12 years old. He must be the one who kicked him in the balls.
マジっすか。
Oh, so he is. I was like, is he playing? Like, is he trying to get us to speak, to put down our guard by being like, I hear about the eldest son, but he knew? No, he's actually stupid.
全くブルジョワの匂いがしませんよね。
Well, can't really tell someone's, economic status by looking at them all the
ど
time.
んな匂いだそれ。
Yeah.
金に匂いなんてねえだろ。それとも手垢の匂いってことか。金持ちはどいつもこいつも赤だらけってか。ずいぶん舐めた発言だなおい。
Is that what you wear? Is that a badge of your socioeconomic status? Because that's, I don't think we know what those mean, dude.
いえ、違います。成金だけ、一部の成金だけですってば。ほら、一日の半分を金勘定で浪費する高利貸しみたいな。
Did you know that some people that are rich don't look rich because they just save their money and are frugal, and so that's why they wouldn't look like that?
そりゃうちのジジイのことか。上司批判とはずいぶん太いな安藤。
Oh, you got a mouth on you, kiddo. What is happening? Maybe I should call the cops?
ああ、そこ、無言で110番コールしない。なんで今時の若い子はドライに無駄なことばっかりするかな。ほら、これ。
Well, maybe because there's two people fighting in front of my house asking about information about me. I feel like that's call the cops materials. I look up from my phone, already halfway through dialing the number to call the authorities. That's really tough to be halfway through that. That's a 3-digit number. The man is holding out a black ID. Maybe my first time ever seeing one, but I still recognize it as a badge.
警 警察手帳って、もしかして刑事さん？
そうだよ。怪しいもんじゃないよ。刑事さんだよ。警視庁捜査第一課、安藤優吾。
Okay, Ando Yugo. Okay. And he works for the police department. Okay.
なのにさ、昨日から門前払いでさ。こっちはちょっと話を聞きたいだけなのに、アポ取れって一点張りでさ。なんで仕方なく国道で張り込みしてたわけ。
I've never seen a more suspicious detective in my life. Still, though, regardless of whether that badge is real or not, I'd like to know more about why he's been stalking out my house. Or staking out, rather. What should I do? I'm not really in the mood, but I'll ask him when I want. These guys are bad news, I'll ignore them. No! I want to know what they're up to. Right? Why? I'll try to figure out what they're doing. Unless I find out what they're after, I won't know how to deal with
これ
them.
でよければ話ぐらいは聞きますけど、要件は何ですか？
うん。北口駅前の火災のことだよ。ほら、当日と翌日まで現場を仕切ってた警備会社、お宅の子会社でしょ。もう引き上げちゃったけど、当日の責任者と話をしたいんだよね。連絡先とかわかる？
I thought the private security force was with the church. No, it's with us? That's interesting.
そうだったんですか。
Huh.
ですので、俺には分かりかねます。
何？長男なのに知らないの？そりゃ困った。やっぱり妹さんの方が実験
Oh,
に
I
見て
feel
る
like
わ
we
け？
shouldn't have talked to him.
どうしてそんな話を？口頭無形だとは思いますけど、あの火災の原因は東のグループの過失だとでも。
I'll say I do like that they're actually going more into the Tono group and what does that mean, you know?
そんな方針は持ってないない。ありゃどっから見ても自然発火だし。
But okay, that's a lie. He knows about law.
問題は別っていうか、まあ、お家の人ならバラしてもいいか。もう知ってるだろうしね。
I bet you I don't, but go ahead.
昨日さ、地下陥没の瓦礫の下からちょっと良くないというか、意味わかんないもんが出てきてね。鑑識もお手上げ状態でさ。
Wait, what?
あの土地だって遠野の持ち物でしょ。
We own that land? What?
記録だと10年くらい前に遠野牧久が相場を上回る高額で買い取ったとは。
Why?
そのあたりの事情聞きたいんだよね。なんで駅前の一等地を買っておいて公園になんかしちゃったのかなとか。
Huh.
俺には何とも。牧久は亡くなりましたので、話はそれだけですか？
いや、妹さんに取り継いでくれないの？ちゃんと身分と目的話したよね。
I mean, he actually is. Like, you know, he's doing a decent job, but I wouldn't do
あい
it
にく
still.
妹は忙しい身なので、お引き取りください。話がしたいのなら、しかるべき手続きをしてからどうぞ。
I turn on my heel and start down the hill. Now I know what they're after. Well, I don't know the details. There's no way I'm letting such a shady detective meet with Akiha.
おい
Uh-oh. Little Mario. I just can't get over his name. A higher-pitched voice calls out to me. I was planning on ignoring him since he's with that weird detective, but something about the boy's voice makes me hesitate.
正義感も結構だが部をわきまえな。人間らしい死に方をしたいんならこの
Dang.
辺りが引き際だぜ。
I love how HD the sprites are, because then we can zoom in at angles like this, and it looks really good.
なんだって？
That gets me to stop and look back. Did he say a human's death?
何が言いたいんだ？
言いたいことは今ので全部だマヌケ。これで聞かなきゃ勝手に死んでな。
I will also be honest. I don't trust, because some people have been talking about some of the fan translation differences, which, I mean, that's something to discuss and stuff, but I'm going to be real. From what I've heard, it sounds like they went way too far with the cursing for Mario in the fan translation. I feel like there's a path you have to walk with translating rude characters without them coming across as, like, way too much. I just think of like the really early translations of Berserk that just has like Guts saying all these slurs, and you're like, whoa, we don't need to go that far, right? Like, yeah, it's meant like swears and stuff in Berserk, sure, right? But once you start like calling random people slurs, it's like that's just too much. It's just edge for edge sake, you know? It's a balancing act.
おら、帰るぞ、アンド。いい加減食事時だ。ケーキ食わせろ、ケーキ。チーズと蜂蜜たっぷりのやつな。
Sorry, cheese and honey cake? That sounds horrible. But then again, I've learned living in China that like cheese is a dessert flavor there. Like, and not like cheesecake, right? Where you think of it as like, you know, cheesecake really doesn't taste like, no. They like, they're talking about cheese flavor as a dessert flavor. And I can't stand it. It's so gross.
仰せのままに。なんで俺、日本に来てまでボンボンのおもりしてんだろうな。
Okay, so he says that. And his name is, I think his name is, yeah, Yugo Ando. You know what? That could absolutely be a Western name. I know Yugo there is written with 2 U's, like almost as a Japanese style name. But like, if you get rid of that one U and just YUGO, that could absolutely be like a European name. The strange pair get into a car parked alongside the road and drive down towards the station. Looks like the mansion was under police surveillance, and they said something about the land north of the station being owned by the Tono family. That's super new.
いや、ただの偶然だ。
What are they planning? It has to be. The only reason that place collapsed is because Arkwood acted before thinking. There's no connection between what happened near the station and who owns the land. I gulped down, the apprehension rising in my throat. Right? I actually have no idea where this is going, how it could be connected. Pulling myself together, I begin my long descent. Real intriguing. Really intriguing. And you know what? I think that's where I will call it for now. The Incredibly Shady Cop. What a good scene name there, right? So for ones like this, where there's like the 3 options, where it's not clearly going to be a big difference, I think I might do that. You know what? I kind of want to see what happens if we walk away. Will they force us to talk? Will they kill us? Let's check that out quickly, because I do want to see if they'll do something. Like for the stuff like with the different Akiha stuff, I'm not as concerned with what they do because it's probably not going to be that big a difference. Let's ignore them and see if they like properly attack us or something. Something tells me I should avoid this guy. This supposed detective might be suspicious as all hell, but it doesn't like my actions these past few days have been squeaky clean either.
すみません。学校に遅れるので失礼します。うちに用があるなら、しかるべき手続きを済ませてからどうぞ。
Oh, he got that. He has that entirely, like, ready to go. He has the whole spiel, right? He knew about saying, you know, please address them through appropriate channels. I turn on my heel and start down the hill. Sticking around would only give them a chance to respond.
本当に言っちまったよ。今日は顔だけでも覚えてもらって、今後ゆっくり話を聞かせてもらいたかったんだけどな。
Oh, he's speaking out loud so he knows we can hear him.
こりゃ出直しですかね、坊ちゃん。
ああ、てめえの態度がアホすぎたからな。
Every time he cusses, it kills
何年
me.
刑事やってやがる。貴重な時間を無駄に使ったんだ。
給料は無駄に減っていいものじゃないんですけど。
Oh wow, they actually just left. Okay. I was expecting them to grab me and... Well, it's a good thing we did that, because I feel like there's big info in that. Maybe I heard them out a little, right? I feel like it's a good thing we heard that, though, the first time, because it feels like there's some really important info in there. Huh. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So yeah, sounds good. We'll just save again here, right? Note, a totally normal day. Right, I believe it. Alright guys, we'll see you next time for some more. Let's read Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, where we will go on with our totally normal day. I'm sure absolutely nothing strange will occur. We'll see you guys next time for some more. Ciao. Yo.